Hello.
Everybody, this is Harry. Say hi, Harry.
Hello.
So Harry and I are here today to talk about a situation that's come out about Nicole Scherzinger, who is currently starring in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Sunset Boulevard on Broadway. My girlfriend has seen it. She had some mixed feelings about it, let's say that. The director, Jamie Lloyd, is not somebody that I am personally a fan of, which I don't know if that's a hot take or not.
I don't know that I've seen a Jamie Lloyd production, so I truly don't have a whole lot of skin in the game here. I also haven't seen Sunset Boulevard.
Jamie Lloyd's whole shtick is that he does things very minimalistically, so a lot of the times there's no sets, and he often likes to use mixed media, so he'll have like cameras and they'll project giant live feeds of the actors while they're on stage.
Okay, that's fun.
Sunset Boulevard is written by Andrew Lloyd Webber, who is a composer that writes Broadway musicals that I am not a big fan of most of the time. Again, another hot take. I am repping him right now, though. So
I think that everyone has one Andrew Lloyd Webber musical that they don't think is great.
I have many.
And in fact, I'd say most people think there's one Andrew Lloyd Webber musical that's bad. But I'm like a little bit of an Andrew Lloyd Webber defender. I like Cats.
Okay, here's the thing. I also kind of like Cats.
Well, there you go. Okay. Glad we're on some common ground here.
It was the first show I was ever in. I'm gonna put a photo up of me as magical Mr. Mistopheles when I was 6 years old.
Aww, you're so cute.
Thank you. Sunset Boulevard is considered one of his better shows, along with Phantom of the Opera. And it's currently running on Broadway, starring Nicole Scherzinger, and she is getting fantastic reviews. Like, people are like raving about her. They're saying if there's like one good thing about this show, it's Nicole. Of course, whenever somebody is really, really good at something, they probably got some skeletons in the closet. And Nicole Scherzinger's skeletons are that she likes Donald Trump.
Yuck.
So I just wanted to take you guys through exactly what's happening, and I brought Harry along to make a couple of jokes.
That's my job. I mean, you said to make a couple of jokes, so I got two. I'm hoping that I can get both of those in by the time we're done filming this.
But first, what's up? My name is Connor McDowell, and I'm currently campaigning to be People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive for the year 2025, because apparently John Krasinski is sexier than I am. Bullshit, but fine. If you like this video, or you think I should be nominated, just click subscribe. One subscribe is all it takes for me to be on the cover of People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive issue next year. This is everything I want in life, so if you don't subscribe, you're really stinky. Also, you should totally follow my letterbox because I'm really cool and sexy. You should also follow my Twitter because I'm one of the only sane people left on that platform. Well, back to Connor and Harry. First thing that happened, or at least the first thing that I saw, is that this post was made in the Broadway subreddit, and it is a photo of known sexual pest Russell Brand holding a Make America Great Again hat, but it says Make Jesus First Again. Pretty clever.
I don't understand how even conservatives are like, we gotta do a funny take on the Make America Great. I feel like I've seen that hat done so many times. It's like even more than the anti-social social club shirts. That to the nth degree. It just feels like there are so many of them.
I've seen some that even like liberals have made where it's like, make the earth clean again. And it's like, why are we using his phrase? Like, why are we using Donald Trump's iconography to make our points? I don't think we need to do that.
No, I don't think so either.
So then Nicole Scherzinger commented on that post, "Where do I get this hat? Praying emoji, heart emoji." And rightfully, I think people were a little peeved about this because, one, she's commenting on Russell Brand's photo. This is an article from the BBC from October 2nd, 2023. Russell Brand allegations, what is the star accused of? And there's quite a bit of stuff. It says 4 women are alleging sexual assaults between 2006 and 2013. I'm not gonna go into all of that, but yeah, Russell Brand, not a good guy. So Nicole Scherzinger commenting on his post makes it seem like she either is ignorant of the things that he's done, or she doesn't care, or she's friends with him regardless.
Even if she has no idea about any of this, like she doesn't know who Russell Brand is as a person at all, which happens to me all the time. I'm always seeing Instagram posts from celebrities who I don't know anything about. Just wanting that hat in specific is such a clear clear, like, I'm okay with the political right's fascist policies.
I think the thing that's really, really funny about this situation is for years, Russell Brand was like an r/atheist guy, and he was like super progressive. And then all of these allegations came out. All of a sudden, he's a right-winger.
Easiest flip in history.
I am so excited for Mr. Beast's right-wing slant, because it's coming any day now.
Oh, God.
And apparently he wants to run for president.
Why not? Why not? President Jimmy Beast.
This is hysterical when you consider the career trajectory of every other MAGA Broadway performer who has ever been vocal about it. Good luck, Nicole. You won't be different. Now, I want to touch on this because one of my favorite Broadway actors from when I was a child, I think in 2020 came out like against the vaccine and was like, yeah, I love Donald Trump. And his name is Corey Cott. He was the main actor in the first Broadway show I ever saw, Newsies, and he was the lead in Bandstand, along with Laura Osnes, who also came out as a Trump Republican and an anti-vaxxer. So like, the Broadway community doesn't really take kindly to people who are openly Republican. Probably because they fight against the rights of the majority of the people within the Broadway community. But the thing that I think is a little crazy is Corey Cott was just welcomed back on Broadway because he was in The Heart of Rock and Roll. It was the Huey Lewis and the News jukebox musical, and it closed because it wasn't very good and nobody cared about seeing a Huey Lewis and the News jukebox musical in 2024.
Honestly, I've seen the poster for it. I thought that it was like about to enter previews. I did not realize that it had already come and gone.
Yeah, Sunday, June 23rd, it closed.
What? This was months ago. I was like, okay, sure, this is coming soon. No.
That's so fucking funny.
I'm never gonna see the Huey Lewis and the News jukebox musical now.
No! I saw the Neil Diamond one.
Oh, A Beautiful Sound? Noise?
Beautiful Noise. A Beautiful Sound, I think, is a song from Beetlejuice. That Beautiful Sound. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, Beetlejuice fans. What are they called? Beetlejuiceites? I don't know.
Beetlejuiceites?
What else would they be called? I don't know. Beetlejuicers? I feel like that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of brings me to another former Broadway actor who has come out as a Trump Republican, massive fan of RFK. I'm talking about the one, the only, Zachary Levi, whose head is right behind me. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there on the Harold and the Purple Crayon poster that I have hanging up.
That's a rare item.
But yeah, so Zach Levi was in She Loves Me, which is a show that I absolutely love. He was in First Date, which is a show that I don't really love, but I also really love at the same time. It's garbage, but it's my garbage. Like Cats. You know, I was a massive fan of Zach Levi. You guys might know him from Shazam, where he played Shazam, or Shazam 2, where he played Shazam 2. I think like 2 years ago, at this point, he was on The 700 Club. I think it was ABC Family. They had like a religious program that would come on, and he went on there and he was like preaching the gospel. And it's like this really, really conservative program. And I think that was like the first inkling that I knew that he was like a little crazy. Recently, he's just gone full fash. He like recently tweeted that like trans people suck.
He was talking when Gavin Creel passed away. He was talking about how if Gavin Creel hadn't gotten the COVID vaccine, he would still be alive, which is like one of the like biggest piece of shit things I've personally seen from him. Just actively using the tragic passing of someone to be like, well, it's actually because he got the jab.
It's not like it's even someone he didn't know. This is somebody that he knew.
They were in She Loves Me together. Gavin Creel was also in that show, yeah.
Even if you really truly believed that, why would that be something that you would share online? All in all, Broadway does not take too kind to Trump supporters. Very long tangent there, but we don't like them, which is actually really funny because Andrew Lloyd Webber is a knight. He was knighted by Queen Elizabeth, and he is a Tory, which is the English Republicans, and he is constantly voting for tax breaks for himself, I believe, and nothing else. So, after that comment was left, I believe she deleted it. People were like, okay, that was weird. And then they did some more digging, and they found this post made by RFK Jr. that she liked about how Donald Trump is gonna restore free speech when he takes the White House again.
Yes, free speech.
The post says, yes, Russell Russell Brand and Tucker Carlson, I will restore free speech, end the forever wars, and protect children's health once we get back Donald Trump in the White House. Again, people were not happy about this for the exact same reasons. This just solidifies that she is 100% a Trump supporter and voted against a lot of the people that are in her own cast, which is so fucking crazy, right? To one, say fuck you to your coworkers and purposefully vote against their own rights, but to then gloat about it on social media and think you're doing it in this kind of private way, it's a little crazy. You know?
I'm interested to know what Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s plan is to restore free speech. How is he gonna do anything about that?
He's just a smart guy. I think he'll figure it out. So because of this, people are starting to boycott the performances that Nicole Scherzinger is performing at, and instead going with her understudy, Mandy Gonzalez. A lot of people have already started reselling the tickets that they have already purchased for Sunset Boulevard. There are some that say, like, I can no longer support the show, which, fair.
As is your right as an American.
The video that she liked, I think, is really funny for one specific reason, and that's because Russell Brand's feet are out the entire time when he's doing an interview with Tucker Carlson. His dogs are out and barking.
Before I can actually see his feet, I feel like either Russell Brand has like the most pristine rich person, like very soft hands, very clean feet you've ever seen, or they are just some dirt nasty grabbing worms in the mud grippers going on.
Which would you prefer?
I mean, like, I would probably prefer the first one just because I don't want to see anything wriggling around, but...
Look at the feet! Why is he sitting like this? He is sitting crisscross applesauce, doing an interview with Tucker Carlson, completely barefoot. If you told me 5 years ago that Tucker Carlson and Russell Brand would be doing an interview together where they're on the same side of the political aisle and Russell Brand was gonna be barefoot, the only thing I would believe is that Russell Brand is barefoot. So a few days later, Nicole Scherzinger posted an apology on her Instagram story. Do you want to popcorn read this?
Sure.
I deeply apologize for the hurt caused by my recent engagement with some social media posts. When I commented on these posts, I made the mistake of not realizing that they could be easily interpreted as being politically related, and I apologize to anyone who understandably reached that conclusion. Popcorn Harry.
Yeah, before I popcorn in, they could be interpreted as being politically related. What else? What do you mean?
She says, I want to get a Make America Great Again hat. What do you mean that's political?
Liking the post of a presidential candidate. Like, that is a political what? How is that anything other than, like, I just like the shirt he was wearing. It was real cute. What are you talking about?
I think rich people are just stupid. I think she thought, like, yeah, people don't care about Trump anymore.
Nah, it's the past. He was president 4 years ago. He's not president right now. It's not political. Many presumptions are being drawn, which do not reflect who I am, what I stand for, or who I voted for. Many of the marginalized communities feeling hurt and concerned by the results of the presidential election are people I care about most. I stand with them, as I always have throughout my life and career. If you know me, you know that.
I don't think we know her.
That's true. I don't know Nicole Scherzinger. We got 2 paragraphs left. I'm sure she's gonna give some sort of an explanation as to why she was interacting with those posts. Popcorn, Connor.
Fuck, dude. I already went. Bullshit. Fine, okay. Like so many others, in times of adversity and uncertainty, I turned to my faith, which is why she wanted the Jesus hat, I guess. Popcorn Harry.
I believed that the posts I engaged with were about encouraging people to choose love and faith, putting Jesus first. For me, Christ embodies peace, compassion, hope, and above all, unconditional love, especially for those who may feel it the least right now.
Oh, fucking give me a break, dude. Her excuse is, I just like Jesus. Bless up.
That's why I want Donald Trump to be president, because I like Jesus. And that's why it's not political. It's not political to wear a MAGA hat if it's about Jesus.
You don't understand. I like Russell Brand because he likes God. I don't care about the other stuff.
Truly, I don't care about literally anything else.
Her saying that she thought it was just a post like in support of Jesus or whatever is quite literally the reason why right-wing grifting exists. Because you can just say that you love Jesus and everyone's going to be like, that must be a good man right there.
Yeah, it also just has like no response to her like liking the RFK post about voting for Donald Trump. That didn't happen. That was a myth. I will popcorn Connor.
Yeah! Okay, sweet. I come from a place of love and I will always support values that bring us closer together. It's so important we come together with compassion and love one another more now than ever. Popcorn Harry.
Nicole.
And that was her response. This feels so much like she went to ChatGPT and was like, can you write an apology to my fans for me loving Donald Trump?
I don't think that she wrote this.
No, like her PR team probably did,
yeah,
right? To try and save face. I think the people that suffer the most, who get absolutely nothing out of this apology, are the people that she's working with currently.
Yeah.
Because it is so quite obvious that she did vote for Trump and does like Trump. It's like a big fuck you. You know what I mean? This apology feels like a big fuck you, especially when she says, now is a time to come together and not pull us apart. It's like, well, fuck you. Fuck you. What do you mean? What are you talking about, dude? Yeah, I voted for Trump. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I voted for Trump in New York State. I almost swung it.
To further drive home the point that I'm trying to make about marginalized people really feeling the effects of this, I have a tweet here from this Twitter user called The Broadway Slasher. It says, my final thoughts on Nicole Scherzinger, who is next. I shouldn't have to justify my sentiment, but I'm gonna do it just for the sake of rationality. Nicole Scherzinger's career has been kept alive and afloat almost exclusively via the pockets of her LGBTQIA+ fans for the last 15 years when nobody else wanted to see or hear her. Now this election comes around and she votes for the power that threatens to rob us blindly of all of our freedoms and our progress. This is a betrayal, so let me say it again. Fuck you, Nicole Scherzinger, and I hope all the momentum you've gained from Sunset Boulevard exits the room like a wet fart. Anybody else I need to unfollow or call out? We're not playing games this time around. You cannot reap the benefits of our community if you're going to vote against us, period. And this is a statement that I fully agree with 100%.
The biggest thing that I'm taking away from this is I have no idea what Nicole Scherzinger did before Sunset Bowl. I don't know who this woman is. The Pussycat Dolls. Oh, got it.
I do think something that is really, really important to take away from this is that she was the front runner for the Tony Award this year.
Yeah.
Her and Audra McDonald for Gypsy, and she's basically just given the Tony Award to Audra McDonald at this point. Because the Tony Awards committee is not gonna fuck with this.
At the very least, they're not gonna want her to go up there and give a speech about overcoming adversity, and that adversity is the LGBTQ community getting upset with you for voting for Donald Trump.
It's just like, what do you expect? You know what I mean? Actions have consequences. Publicly like things, you publicly support things that are actively dangerous to people that you work with and people that love your music. Yeah, they're gonna fucking hate you. Like, what do you do? What?
Yeah.
I saw a tweet that said, I haven't seen someone lose a Tony this fast since Maria said how many bullets are left, Sheila. And I was like, that's funny. All my musical theater fans understand that one.
And all the non-musical theater fans didn't stick around this far into the video.
Because all of this news has come out, during curtain call when she comes out to bow, people have started booing her in the audience. I don't know if this was a one-time thing. I don't know if this is something that's happening a lot, but there's a video right here of her very clearly getting booed from the audience. Like, yeah, people are clapping, but there's a lot of boos.
There's definitely some booing in there, yeah.
Which, Fair. There is another sentiment that I have seen where people are saying to boycott Sunset Boulevard, which I think is extremely regressive. If you boycott a show, you're going to be taking away the jobs of every single other person that works there. People of color, people that are queer. All of these people will be affected by the boycott. So what I've seen people saying is try to support the performances where you know that Mandy Gonzalez is going to be on.
I mean, I already have not seen the show and probably wasn't going to, so I will probably continue not to have seen the show.
Fair. It's insanely expensive. That's also the other problem, is tickets are like unbelievably insane.
Yeah, and that's not just a Sunset Boulevard problem. That is a Broadway on the whole problem.
Anyway, so that is the story of Nicole Scherzinger and the big scary Instagram incident. That's going to be the name of the video. All right, Harry, tell the people where they can find you.
I'm on youtube.com. So if you ever go to youtube.com and you go to the search bar and you search Harry James Miller Bad Cinderella, you can find me there. That's the only video I've ever made, so just watch that one. And any other ones are from posers.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. Now we're gonna go film another video, which will be out a few days after this one.
Whoa.
Bye.
Bye.